Now, the proliferation of fake COVID-19 drugs on the Ghanaian markets will soon see a change as West Africa Institute for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens is developing a model to detect fake COVID-19 drugs. Senior Research Fellow Dr. Peter Kojo-Kwashi, as you know, is with us via Zoom. Tell us more about this model, Dr. Kwashi.
Okay. Sorry, I feel I have to make a clarification. The point of our research is not to detect fake drugs. It's to detect which ones of the purported drugs are actually working. There's a slight nuance, but I think it's important to make that. So what we are doing is there's something called pseudovirus, whereas we have a backbone of a different virus which has been made inactive, which means it's non-infectious. And then you can then complement this, in our case, with a gene which expresses part of the COVID-19 causing virus, that's SARS-CoV-2. So if we express the surface proteins of that virus in this backbone, then we have a viral infection, but it's only one round, so it's not able to be infectious to you. So it's safer to use in the lab compared to using the actual virus. And then now we look at when you have these compounds or these extracts, whether they prevent infection or not. And that is a way that we are using now to screen some of the extracts which are on the market, both for purporting to be COVID-19 and other viral preparations.
Your method of developing this pseudovirus reminds me of what I was reading about this Oxford scientist, Dr. Kwashi, who is developing a vaccine. And it is one of the models used in vaccine development, right?
Yes, yes. The pseudoviral, so basically this is something that was developed partly during the HIV era, because that was one of the easiest ways to study HIV. And the backbone we are using in this case is actually an HIV backbone. Because of how in its day, HIV was as terrible and as big of a public health scare as COVID-19 is today. There was a lot of research into it. So one of the benefits of that research is that we developed a lot of lentiviral backbones, which you can use for other approaches. It's used in cancer and things like this. So it's a very well-used strategy to do when you have a virus which you feel is maybe a little bit too infectious for what you want to do.
So what have you found so far? Have you tested it against any market drugs? Have you found any of our drugs to be efficacious or effective against COVID?
So we have a number of drugs which we've been doing the pre-screening, which is toxicity screening.
Right.
And then alongside while we've been doing the COVID-19, doing the pseudoviral development. So as of now, we've just got the pseudovirus working because it took some time, obviously, to get the reagents into the country. And that has been a sort of stumbling block for us. But now we've got the reagents into the country and we've got it where we are starting to see the results. So it's, research and science takes a bit of a time. So we're hoping that within the next few weeks, we will have some data and we'll have some report to give to the Center for Plant Medicine Research.
Right. Thank you very much, Dr. Peter Kojo-Kwashi. You are a Senior Research Fellow at WACCBIP.